Hey everybody, welcome back to the yes, you guessed it, the living room. Once again, waiting. We're having some technical difficulties as usual. Are you got anything yet?
Mm-mm. Oh, yep.
So we're waiting for the lag, and then of course, Rosie, hi, Pearl. So we're back in the house again because a couple things. We got a begging dog here because Brenda went from the cast to the boot. And not only does she have the boot, she's got the sickness. So she's in quarantine.
Yeah, I got Jerry's sickness.
So she got sick from me, but I was sick and I left on Sunday. Hey Phil, so I left on Sunday. So
Hi, Phil.
yeah, hey Beth, Don, Adi, was that all of those in
No,
here
Chubby
now?
Hubby.
Chubby
Cheryl.
Hubby, Cheryl. So I left on Sunday morning. So it would have been Saturday night, and if everybody knows, like I know, I should say not everybody because Brenda says differently, but it takes 12 hours to 3 days to get the cold germ. So I left on Saturday or Sunday morning. So, and I was home on Tuesday and I was already done. I wasn't even sick. And then she didn't get sick until like Thursday night or Friday. So, or actually, yeah, Friday. So that would have been almost a week. So she was out and about doing stuff with her friends, Sam's Club, out to eat, shopping, the freaking doctor's office. So I'm like, yeah, they didn't get nothing there. And I've been out and about too, as you guys are probably aware. Everybody out there is like sick. Everybody's out there sneezing, coughing. It's like, stay away, stay away, stay away. So yeah, you try to like keep people away from you because everybody's sick. So 'tis the season, everybody's sick, right? So um and again, another thing, and oh hey Janetta, because Janetta's probably out
Yeah,
there.
hi, Mom.
And with the sicknesses, but anyhow, so um another reason we're not out in the shop is of course because her foot, she can't walk. It's still slippery and it's freaking cold. And something I was always thinking, like, when it comes to the weathermen, they're always wrong. Well, of course they're always wrong because it's a prediction. It's probably pretty hard to get spot on weather. But did you notice when they're wrong? Like when it's wrong with the high temperature,
Hi,
it's always
Cynthia.
like 2 or 3. Hi, Cindy. It's always like 2 or 3 degrees warmer than what they predicted. But when they miss on the cold temperature, it's always like 25 degrees colder than what they said. So they're like saying like, no, it's going to be a low of 2. And then you wake up in the morning, it's like 25 below. It's like, oh, well, you guys were close there, only 25 below. And you said it was 2. Well, because it got clear, it cleared out faster than we thought it was going to clear out. So we lost another 23 degrees from that. So, yeah. So, anyhow, if you've seen the video I released this week, I was doing some Spencer Opals, and we love them Spencer Opals. So Spencer Opals again. I'm not going to be showing any Spencer Opals today, because I just did that video. But we're going to talk about Spencer Opal because this is kind of like a year in review of what had happened last year. So some of the things that we did, some of the rocks that we had polished, some of the jewelry that we had done, and a lot of and most of this jewelry stuff that was done is just from we were at. And if people know me, oops, I'm blocking the microphone. If people know me, we do a lot of estate sailing and stuff like that. So at a estate sale, this was a guy that had a rock shop, a rock room, and he was selling all his stuff. And the stuff was $20 for a 5-gallon pail, rocks or whatever you could fit in a 5-gallon pail. It was $20. So not only did hey Rick buddy.
Yep. Hi, Rick.
So not only did I put, was it rocks? He had rocks. He had, I got a ton of grits, tumbling grits, and we do tumble. I don't show many tumbling videos, but we do tumbling. So we had that. Plus, he had like bags and bags of findings, and you could kind of just see inside of them that the metal findings. So not definitely something I do, but since we had them, and Brenda does a lot of these craft fairs, and if anybody's familiar with craft fairs, you can sell stuff at a craft fair, but people are gonna like, oh, I'll give you $1 for it. It's like, I'm not selling it for $1. So I looked at some of these findings online, and some of these findings are like $7 to $10. Some of the more elaborate ones are like, they're pretty expensive. Plus, you got to get the rough rock. Plus, you got to do the cab, so all that involved, and if you know how much wheels are for the cabbers and stuff, and the time involved, and electricity, and blah 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 blah. And it all adds up. But again, so you're going to these craft sales, and everybody just expects stuff to be dirt cheap. So the stuff that Brenda was taking to these stuff sales, as far as craft sales, is pretty dirt cheap, and she's always trying to sell it. Hint, hint. That if anybody's interested in buying some of Brenda's jewelry, she's willing to wheel and deal. So just throw that out there. So this is not a sale per se, but if anybody's interested,
if you absolutely have to have it, we'll get it to you.
Brenda's said if anybody's interested in the stuff, she's always willing to sell. So anyhow, so what we'll do first is we're going to kind of turn around, and I'm going to show you some stuff that what we do. Let me turn this around. So if anybody's familiar with when you're a cabber like we are, you can get these bins, and this is big. If you see my hand, don't buy these at Ace or Menards or whatever, because they went like $100. Again, these come from estate sales. Let me see if I pull back on that. These come from estate sales, and from the estate sales, you can get these things for like $10, and it comes completely full of like nuts, bolts, hinges, fasteners.
Mr. Chubby Sane, did you say you were going to do deals on wheels?
Meals on wheels. Meals. You looking for some chicken legs? I just cooked some chicken legs up. So yeah. Brenda's the dealer. I don't sell stuff. I give stuff away. So yes. So if you're looking for deals, Brenda's the one. Brenda's the one you want to. The one you want to.
He's at our
argue
heels
with.
on wheels.
Meals on wheels.
Heels on wheels.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm
Heels
not wearing
on
no
wheels.
heels.
So anyhow, getting back, let me turn a brighter light on here, so we get a little better light. And let me zoom in, zoom. So first, and this helps to keep everything organized. So this is some red labradorite, and I don't have a lot of regular labradorite, but I always pick up on the the cool stuff. So if I can get
the opal guy, Don. Hello.
Hey Don, if I can get like red or green, or some of this blue, like the electric blue. And of course I don't have any purple, but if I could get purple, I would get purple too. But so yeah, these are just some labradorite pieces I work on. And this is kind of almost like a moon. And I know this is tough with this light. So yeah, so different labradorite, and I've got a lot of green too. I don't know if I can get this to show. Oh, well, that one's kind of showing blue. So yeah, I get some green and blue, but Here's a nice piece of green. I should be able to get this to show green. Oop, I get it to focus. Oh, it's showing blue. I don't know why it won't show green.
It looks green on my side.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. I see blue, red.
I'm seeing a lot of different colors, but this should be green. He says
I
green.
see green.
It's green. Should be green, not green. But yeah, with these labradites, you kind of do like this high dome on them, and it kind of helps with the chatoyancy. But obviously, labradite's not
So
good.
this is all a year in review.
Oh, yeah, this is just the stuff I had done over the last year.
So I guess you could technically say we were all a year younger.
There's some color on that. And then, of course, watching some of these things like
yes, the good old days when silver was in the 20s.
From watching Karen at Ozone Fine Arts, I joined the Discord, and then on the Discord, they do these intarsia stuff. So I started to do these intarsia pieces, and I know these are smudgy and dirty, and I can wipe that off a little bit. Some of these intarsia pieces. Is this going to focus? So this is one. This is a velvet obsidian, some blue goldstone, and then some red jasper.
Good one. I see cabs of green.
Yeah,
yeah.
This velvet. I like this velvet obsidian. I got a bunch of this stuff I haven't worked yet, but this velvet obsidian, isn't that freaking cool? I love that velvet. Not only do you get like rainbow, like movement rainbow effect, but you also get the rays or waves. But anyhow, yeah, it's a piece of intarsia. So, and then if everybody, and I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with the Discord, but this is
Don said he thinks to himself that he could do this.
Yes, it's not that hard, Don. Pretty easy. And this is a piece of lapis, and this actually glows in the dark. The moon.
Rick said he'll give you $38.23 for the entire cabinet without seeing anything else in there.
Yeah, I'll pass. So this glows in the dark. The moon and the dipper glow in the dark, and plus it UV fluoresces or whatever. And this is the piece Brenda made, and she called this smoke or fire on the mountain. I think she called this.
Yeah.
This is mookaite and some picture stone.
They're all bidding on this stuff.
Everybody's bidding on.
No, for the whole cabinet.
Oh, for the cabinet?
No, the whole cabinet with.
No cabinet, no sell. Here's a piece I did. Again, this is a blue tiger eye, pink. I don't remember, white opal, and then some that crazy blue green jasper I get. Oh, this was the. I can't get it out of here. Oh, that was that. There's a piece of opal. We weren't showing any opal, but there it is, right? This was that piece. It comes in pieces, but this is that part. This is that piece I made out of Brian and Julie's stuff at Arizona Moss. So yes, this centerpiece. And there, I just have one rock of this that had this crazy,
it's kind of fantastic,
pattern.
Isn't it?
I love that piece. And then one of the other things I made was this. This was the Christmas one. I made this little Christmas present, and this is Malagano jasper, red jasper, and then a little band of tater in the middle. Oops, I gotta see if that fits. So yeah, this was the Christmas theme. So I did a little Christmas package, and yeah, that's intarsia. Intarsia. And if people have watched some of my previous videos, I used to do wood intarsia all the time. So, and then I came across this yellow jacket jasper. And the yellow jacket jasper, if anybody's not familiar, it has a hematite in it. So you can see the mirror-like reflection in the black. It's just like a mirror.
Hi, resort dog.
A dog, and then it's got that red and yellow look to it, and it's even got some chalcedony in it. You can't really see; it's clear. And then, of course,
Oh, for the newcomers, yes, we are in the living room because it's too cold out and I'm in a boot.
I made a heart with it too. And even on the hematite, it's actually banded, or kind of almost has that look of like what a meteorite would have. It's got some really cool looks to the hematite.
And nothing's for sale, damn it. If you absolutely have to have it, we can get it to you.
Yes. Prices are marked down. So, and I did a lot of this green moss, if I can get it to focus. And this green moss is some real killer stuff. Now, green moss comes from a couple different places that you can get this green moss, but this old stock I have is extra nice. Extra nice. And then I got this this tubey looking thing, and again, this is real. I call this petrified Sasquatch here. And we were talking about on Karen's last night, believe it or not, two 19-year-olds here in Wisconsin just said that they saw a Sasquatch and they reported it. Here in Wisconsin, they saw a Sasquatch and reported it. So there you go. Another Sasquatch in the making, right? Now here's a really cool piece. I found this big black rock, and out of this huge black rock, it had this thin little orange agate band going through it. And when I started slicing
Hi, Blind Squirrel. Blind Squirrel wants to know what bar they were in.
Hi, Squirrel. Yeah, right. And it happened to get a little bit wider in the middle. Really nice. So right, another Sasquatch story. And Jeff was saying that these are just all these bins.
Hi, Brian.
Miscellaneous. Hey, Mew. Julie and the Mule +2. Hey, Julie, if you're out there. And then this one, I just did a video of this today. And I was calling it dendritic opal, but Caleb Jahik, Freeform Lapidary, said he posted on Instagram what this was, and Indian. I can't think of it, but yes, that's what it is. It's something other than what I was calling it. So yes. And then, of course, we have.
So what are you doing, Jerry? A year in review, right?
Yes, it's a year in review. We're just kind of going through some stuff. Some crazy stuff that I have cabbed up over the year. Oh, hey, Brian, I got three bins of Brian and Julie stuff. Oh, this is kind of a cool piece. I don't know what this is. This is real rock too. But I always thought that it kind of reminded me of.
Looks like petrified wood.
It's not, but it reminded me of like the new camo pattern, like some kind of a camo pattern. And when you work this stuff, oh man, it kind of smells like Smelly Shelly. Really wicked smell to it. So
Brian said you only have 3 drawers.
Yes, 3 drawers. 3. Oh yeah, 3. No, but 3 drawers of cabs, Brian. I've got two bins of the crazy mossy stuff. So yes, some Mookite. This one kind of cool. This one came out pretty cool looking too. And Mookite, you can get a lot of different colors and Mookites and patterns too. So, and Mookite again, really hard, polishes up really nice. You know, the blue Chalcedony, and if anybody's familiar, this is just, you know, and it's just blue. It looks blue, kind of like when people talk about blue agates. This is what the blue is in the part, is this blue stuff. So it's kind of neat. Some different green stuff. This one, I don't really know what this was, but it had such a thin piece. I actually had to back this because it was such a
Rick
thin.
wants to claim the blue thing.
The blue thing.
The last one you just showed.
Oh, the blue Chalcedony. You want some blue Chalcedony? Oh, here was another. Here was another tree agate. This is what I did on the Discord. This was another Christmas theme one. Let me see if I can go back in here. So yeah, so Rick,
Can you try not to have so much dead space of just the floor and the chair?
How am I supposed to do not?
I don't know. There, that's better.
So okay, I'll leave this out. This is the blues I got. I got a ton of this stuff too, but this is the ones I had cabbed up. A moon, a teardrop, and an oval. So now, since I'm getting hollered at,
I'm not hollering at you.
You were just two. You're just freaking. Wasn't she just hollering at me? Right. So this Jasper here, I just had one on that the Spencer Opal dig. Before I got there a day early, and I went to the Chalice, and Trent from the Rugged Rockhound videos, he always gives the GPS coordinates. So I went to one of his GPS coordinates, and I went to the spot, and I found a bunch of cool stuff. So thanks, Trent. You're not out there, but thanks anyhow. So Trent, the Rugged Rockhound, gives GPS coordinates. Just punch them in and go to the spot. You can pick your own stuff.
See, everybody's saying it was earnest, positive coaching, not hollering.
Oh, yes. Positively hollering at me coaching. This is some kind of cool stuff, too. I don't remember what it was anymore. But it's kind of like the inside of like what agates would be, but it's green. So, you know. And this, believe it or not, this is a piece off of, what did we get? Like a clock, or it was like an animal that this was from an estate sale.
Oh,
and it was something.
Don wants to know if you listen, if it's a normal tone of voice.
If what's a normal tone of voice?
If I give you some positive.
Oh, no, she hollers. So this piece, so this was like a statue or something that was all broken to pieces, but it was on a huge, huge piece of this. So I bought it for like $2.
Thanks, Mr. C. I think I may get one.
And I bought it for $2. And Brenda's like, "What do you want that junk for?" Because I'm going to bust the top off and use the stone. So that's another thing you can think about doing too, is bust off the top of something and use the rock, because a lot of things have like rock bases, and you may not want the thing that's in it, but the base underneath it could be a really good rock, like bookends and stuff. Them rock bookends, yeah, buy them. If you get them for like $2, buy them and then just chop it up. There you go. You got a nice freaking piece of what them are made out of, like onyx sometimes, in different materials. But yeah, break them up, chop them up, reuse, and reuse. I think this is a piece of green jade. Jade comes in a bunch of different colors and patterns. This is jade here too. This is a piece of tumbled triangle jade. The Malagano, I really like the Malagano. This comes from a volcano in like Indonesia, and it's a breccia, but it beautiful polish. I make fishing lures out of here too. I got some fishing lures made out of this stuff. So yeah, this is a Malagano, and it's some really nice stuff. I mean, not only is it breccia where you got the gray and the whitish, and then you got the pieces, the actual pieces of breccia are breccia. So it's like breccia and breccia. And I know it's breccia, brachia, blada 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 yada, whatever. There's a lot of. Okay, so here's some stuff. This is all.
Mr. C's giving me hints on how to beat you.
Yes, with a stick.
Yes, a maple
This
stick.
is the stuff from the gem field, and believe it or not, how I discovered the gem field was I was watching Josh, and if everybody knows Josh, Tomcat Josh, he did a video where he went out to the gem fields and he had picked some stuff, and I'm like, oh, I got to go there. So when I left the Spencer Opal fields, I went to the gem fields and I got some of this gem field stuff. So yeah, beautiful stuff. Oh, and then of course the metallics. And there's metal. So it's some kind of material stone. It's got a metal base to it.
You're really blurry. There
I
you
know, it's focusing in and out. So what it is, I don't know. But I thought it was really
like
cool.
A pyrite?
Yeah, like a pyrite. So I thought it was really cool. And what do you do with really cool stones? Well, yeah, polish them. Cut them and polish. It don't matter what it is. Just cut and polish them, right? So yeah, some really, really cool stuff. Silverite? Maybe. I hope it's silverite.
Silverite?
Silver wrong. This is some of my my Tutti Frutti. This is another Discord entry here. This is my Tutti Frutti Jasper. This stuff is just crazy too. I mean, you get such different colors and stuff, different patterns. And I got a chunk here too, a bigger chunk. Oh, this is a part. This is one of these rocks I got from Julie and the Mule. This is an AZR. That the one rock had just this little freaking side of it that had this thing, and on one end they had she was calling it confetti because on the one end, and you can kind of see some little flecks in there, and the other end was like full of this confetti. But as I got further into it, it turned into this crazy stuff. Crazy. And then of course
he has that stuff, but he don't use it.
Pat will have what stuff?
You're wiggling around so much it feels like people are getting sick. You need to put that on a tripod.
All right. I don't have a tripod.
Not in here.
Not
you don't.
Here.
You own one, but you don't.
So yes, so different kinds of pet wood. I'll try to keep well, she was hollering at me not to have blank in the background, so not to do that, I have to move stuff. So that's different kinds of pet wood. See, she's hollering at me again, right?
Right?
You too. Everybody's hollering at me. Well, different tiger eyes. You can get tiger eyes in red and blue. There's a lot of different kinds of.
We will make it easier from Morocco. Next time.
Now, Morocco, you can get this, and then this is another Discord. This is actually my Discord one from this month. This is the Moroccan mountain range I did. You can also get this Moroccan stick, and then just like a Moroccan jasper, it's got hematite in there too. So that's from Morocco.
It's been 32 years we've been together. Is that what it is?
32 years too long, right?
Yeah. Well, and he's not in line now, so it ain't never going to happen.
So this is some more Moroccan stuff. This stuff is like this blood spatter stuff. And then this other stuff, which is my thumb. So yeah, that's another Moroccan look. This stuff is all from Morocco.
They're saying that it's like a life sentence.
With me?
Yeah.
Oh, worse than that. So these are some more Moroccan. That wouldn't even work. Still, shot collar, sticks, whips. She's probably done it all. And again, this is all Morocco. So from Morocco, you can get just such a wide
Is
variety.
that one cab not flipped over right?
Yeah, it's upside down, but I don't want to put anything down to move it because I'll get hollered at.
Nobody's hollering at you.
Yeah, right. Says my world. And of course, we're going to do opals, but there's some opals. This is the Boulder opals that I had done recently. And these were from our buddy Claude over there. And here's some other opals. These are common opal. And common opal, again, common opal can come in. That piece, there's a couple pieces of pink Peru.
And you got another cab flipped over there so you can't see it good?
The white one is highlight opal. That'll fluoresce. That's pretty cool stuff. And then, of course, here's the Brian and Julie stuff. And everybody knows about their stuff. I call that piece the worm jasper. But you can see they're just amazing material. That Arizona moss agate, and here's some, this is there's Arizona moss agate here, but this green stuff there, they actually went. This was I got a freebie from them one time too, maybe a couple times, and that was in one of the boxes. That green, I cut a couple pieces out of it, and I don't remember exactly what they called it, but it was pretty cool stuff. And again, these are more.
This is all
AZRE moss agates. Lots of different colors, lots of different looks. And then I had went to the gem shop in Cedarburg, Wisconsin, and I was able to pick through their Agua Nouveau bin. And actually, it's a 50 gallon drums. They got 50-gallon drums. And if you go there, if you buy stuff, and if everybody knows, you go online, you buy stuff, you get what they pick. If you go there in person, you can pick what you want to get. So, this Agua Nouveau, really stuff. And this piece, when I did this, it's stuck in there. When I did this one, I was calling this Van Gogh's ear because it kind of was like, hey, it's Van Gogh's ear. All right? Looked like an ear.
When you're cabbing stuff, are you naming stuff?
Do I name it?
Yeah, when you're cabbing along, are you like saying, oh, look at this. Look how cool this is. This is Van Gogh's ear.
Yeah, that I did. Purple Passion. Anybody's familiar with Purple Passion? Nice. Oh, that one looks like Black Passion. Is that even okay to say that? Black Passion? Is that wrong? So here's some different laces. You got some crazy lace. Just the different laces.
Oh, do you want to see the Purple Passion? Is that what it is? The opal guy?
You want to look back at the Purple Passion?
Yeah, he wanted to take a closer look. You're going so fast.
Closer.
Yes, that's what he would like to see, the Purple Passions.
I'll go. So that was one of them. And this is not scratches, these are fingerprints. And this is, you can see it's purple, translucent too. Oh, and that made see people sick again. So that was that one. I'm trying not to move the camera, but I am. This one, although it doesn't look as purple, it is actually
Where did
really
you get this stuff
lavender.
from,
I
Jerry?
don't remember. This purple passion I got again at this guy with this bucket of stuff. There was a big chunk in there, and it was written on there purple passion. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known this was purple passion. I mean, agates, to me, some of this looks like agua neve, but he was calling it, it was written
Earth
on the
to
stone.
Elegance is here.
What's that?
Earth to Elegance?
Oh, hey, Earth. But he called it purple.
He's
That's under the
Don's saying that the two middle ones are his favorite.
Oh, these two. And like I say, this one's kind of neat because it's got the orange in there, but they got this the agua neve agua. I guess, not all of it, but
So, Alan, we're in the living room again.
Is that not?
And Jerry's doing a year in review of stuff that he has done.
Similar to what that was, It's even got some parallax banding in there too. But you get that purple, right? So agua neve can be very purple. Here's another piece. That's just about as purple. Purple as that purple passion is, and again, it comes in. When you get that orange in there. So what the difference is between purple passion and agua neve, and that's a funny thing when you're talking stones. Stuff has been named and renamed and over and over and over again that you just don't even know. That's a cool piece.
I didn't think we were crabby.
Crabby? I'm always crabby. I need some Krabby Patties. Krabby Patties. Now here's some turquoise. This was I was at an estate sale and I got this whole bag, and it was a bag. I mean, it was a freaking bag for $20. I bid 20. Or it was an auction. $20 I bid on this bag, and this bag was just loaded with different turquoise. So, $20. I thought, man, it's turquoise. So I just cabbed some of the stuff that he was like starting to cab on. And I already had sold a bunch of this, so I don't have much of this left. And I've got some of this in my exclusive bin too. So, but I mean, how can you, and again, turquoise doesn't necessarily need to be blue. It can be green too. But that's pretty. Not my finger. My finger's pretty ugly, but this turquoise can be really, really pretty stuff.
It's just smashing, baby. They look like the world.
And this is one of This is one of mine. One of my personal favorites, and this is the one that we always get into arguments about the du cute, du stut, du chach. It's Duchettes, but it's not. But it's Biggs Jasper, and before Biggs Jasper was Big Jasper, Biggs.
Oh, you just dropped one.
Yes, and it broke in 3 pieces.
For real?
No.
Oh.
So this stuff is so freaking hard. Wipe it off though. So this Biggs Jasper, before it was Biggs Jasper, it was called Duchettes. And Duchettes had this like really, really cool looking pattern to it, which is different than the pearls. Like, you scared me. You was begging around. Quit begging around. So with this Duchettes, yeah, you get some just some crazy, crazy looking patterns. I like this stuff.
Almost looks like a wood rose.
And believe in this stuff, and although we say like, oh, agate's harder than jasper, no, this jasper right here is so freaking hard, and it takes forever and ever and ever to work this stuff. Not the bigs. I got some bigs that was like a real disappointment too, but this Duchette stuff is some really. I get some good pieces of this too. Really nice stuff. Duchettes. Oh, and this coming back from the gem fields. I stopped at a rest area, and I did a video on this. I stopped at a rest area, and there was a big freaking pile of rocks around this light. I shouldn't even say this light pole. Now, too late on. So it wasn't around this big light pole, but there was this bunch of big pile of rocks, and it was still light out a little bit. And I walked over there, and I'm like, hey, that looks pretty freaking cool. So I brought this rock home, and when I cleaned it up, oh man, was I shocked. And if you watch a video, this rock is massive. And this stuff, I just call it desert flower because I don't know what else to call it. I've never seen nothing like it before, but it's all agatized. And it's got these little white flecks, kind of what Julie was calling confetti. But oh, what a beautiful rock. And I just did a couple cabs off of it. But I have this huge, huge rock, and it goes from like this white, and then on some sides it's like pink and orange. And yeah, beautiful stuff. That was the flower, the desert flower agate. And oh, I was happy I found that rock, boy. And now this is
Phil is asking, is that a power agate?
a power agate?
Yeah.
What's a power agate?
What you were just showing.
Flower power?
Yeah, I guess.
I work for Flower Power. I work for the Flower Power. I work for a flower company. So this is my crazy green jasper. And again, you know, they talk about jaspers. This stuff, again, is like super, super hard. And, you know, and I like jaspers, you know, better than agates. You know, and I know banding, you know, but, you know, banding's banding. I like
or the light pole
jaspers.
agate.
The light pole?
Yeah.
Yes, I could call it the light pole agate, right? But I didn't find it by light pole, so I don't know why you'd be saying light pole. And this greeny here, a little bit of red. Now, if you know, with the red, you know, is that Moroccan? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything looks so different and so similar. This has got a big. Oop, and I almost dropped that too. This has got a big crack. And brings up another tool for the rock room is a sonic cleaner. Now I could throw this in the sonic cleaner and clean that out, and then get some crack filler in there, and then you would never even notice this thing had a crack in it, and you'd be able to sell it to somebody, and they would never know either. But it's got some hematite in there.
They call it
too.
rainbow jasper.
See that
Audie does.
Hematite in there? What's that?
Audie calls it rainbow jasper.
Rainbow jasper? Yes, rainbow. That was just some green. That's some other green stuff. Green. Oh, this was another. This is another one I did. Another mountain range scene. This is oh, there we go on this side, right? This is my Maramamba mountain range. And if anybody's not familiar, Maramamba is kind of like a tiger eye, but it's from Australia. They call it like ironstone over there too. So, but again, real pretty stuff. Very chatoyant.
Yeah, it has a very good scene.
If you like that scene, Don, watch this one. And this is a double a double-sider. This piece, when I cut this piece and started looking at the mountain range, I was like, man, if that, and of course we all see pictures and stones, but yeah, if that wasn't a mountain range, and of course I double-sided that one because, hey, why not, right? How could you not double-side that? And then, and it's got this part down here, it's all chatoyant. But yeah, how can you, come on, man. That is just crazy. I mean, stones are just, that's why we love rocks, because, every cut, every time you polish, you just wonder.
Don sees a T-Rex head.
T-Rex head?
Yeah, he does. He was looking at the stone as a whole, I guess.
Oh, I kind of looked at this kind of like it was coming up with like some kind of a worm or a snake or something. The red part is its mouth, and you can see its little eye right there. Or maybe like a turtle head coming up, like a painter turtle or something.
I see exactly what you see, Don.
You see what? Me getting mad? Now lepidolite, lepidolite comes in a couple different varieties too. And this regular purple lepidolite, you can polish this stuff and it polishes up beautiful, shiny, because it looks kind of like that. And you polish this stuff up and you leave it sit for like a month, and it gets like this white, like mold on it. Here's, I can show you this piece here. It gets like this white, like, it's not mold, like a frost. So it gets this like frost on it, and see how I just wipe that off with my hand, and it becomes shiny and smooth again. But why it does that?
Hi, Kimberly.
I'm not. Hi, Kim.
Kim from, yeah.
Yes. Kim and Matt from,
yeah.
Yes, from Jensen Adventures.
Yes.
So, why it gets that frosty look to it?
Oxidizing.
I don't know.
It's oxidizing.
Yes. So did I just wipe off some deadly stuff? But you also get it like this, where this is kind of like the sparkle.
Anybody new? Jerry's going through his year in review of stuff that he's made in a year.
Yes.
Because we're in the living room again.
Yes. And Jerry met Kim and Matt out at the Spencer Opal dig. And then we have, of course, obsidians. And again,
have you tried coating any of that with resin so it don't oxidize?
No, nobody has wanted any, so I haven't messed with it. So if somebody would have claimed some or wanted some, then I would have went a lot further in it. Again, this is my if I get it to focus, this is some more velvet obsidian. And this stuff is just, come on, this is just beautiful. I mean, you got this purple, and of course I got my fingerprints all over it, right? Wouldn't be nice without fingerprints, but you got this purple velvet on top, and then it goes into this gold. And if it's just being a beast to focus.
Well, if you would lay down on the chair and then focus in on it.
Relax. It don't matter.
Okay.
And then here's another piece. This is some green with a fuzz. And that fuzz, because it's in obsidian, that's actually a dinosaur mustache hair. It is. It's petrified right inside the obsidian. That's
you are
look,
getting.
Let's get a closer look.
Blow on it. That is not dinosaur fur.
But again, this and of course it just fingerprinted all the heck. But yeah, I mean, come on, man.
That Jerry is telling tall tales.
And again, this is just all
a nostril hair, probably.
Crap. A bogey.
No,
here was another really crazy piece. If I get it to work here,
there you go.
It just, boy, that camera just freaking out on this.
Yeah, If
Oh,
you
probably because of the chatoyant effect. It's like not knowing what to focus on, right? I bet you that's what it is. But I mean, that piece not stellar.
he's showing obsidian.
Yeah, this is velvet obsidian. This stuff is stellar. And the camera, it's stellar, but the camera doesn't like it. The camera does not like it.
I think if you would set it down and then look at it.
Oh, I can't set it down. Oh, and this is my green. This is obsidian too. This is green. Just a piece of green. This is completely black, but it has a green. Crazy. And I just have one piece of this. And as I go down and do this, I keep hitting these. And if people are familiar with obsidian, it's volcanic glass, but I keep running into these little ash bubbles, and it's a bubble filled with ash. So every time you think you got a piece cleared, you hit another ash bubble, and you're like, ah, ah. Now this is a piece of.
It does almost look like something from the future.
Oh, this is another piece of velvet. This piece is. Oh, this is let's clean this off.
You're going too fast.
Sorry. This is some green velvet. If you can see that.
Could you backlight it?
No, it doesn't have. It can't see through it.
Oh,
You're thinking of some obsidian like rainbow Apache tears. Those obsidians you can see right through, but others you can't. And this is one you can't. But that's just a stellar piece. Beautiful. And it comes in just like a rainbow, like rainbow obsidian does. The velvets do.
see
So
the
the
rainbow.
velvets you can get a bunch of different colors too. But yeah, that green is beautiful stuff.
See, even Beth's saying she'll have to go through this and do it slower because you're racing
Am I
through every
racing?
piece. Yes, you get
sorry.
I know.
Sorry. Well, it's just the way I am. It's the way
I
I'm
know,
built.
like
And again, here's another
squirrel.
piece of velvet. Now you can see the purple on top, and then it goes to the green. But now, if you look close, that's the obsidian part where you get these gas bubbles and these little ash bubbles. So, can you fix this? Yeah, I have.
Don
fixed
wants
them
you to make
before.
some shorts of the obsidian.
Shorts?
Yeah.
Here, watch. Is that short? Yeah, I'll do another
Jerry.
one. I'll do another one. So,
Oh my gosh.
oh your gosh. So yeah, so now this is rainbow. So different than the velvet. So you still get all the colors, but this is the rainbow. The rainbow.
No, we're all
connection.
hopped up on Jerry's brain.
Now
That's how it works. Squirrely.
A rainbow connection. Something or something. Kermit the Frog. So yeah, some beautiful rainbow. Right? How can you not like that?
I don't know. When I look at this stuff, I always feel like I need to pet a cat.
Pet a cat?
Yeah, a hairless cat or a hairless dog.
I get hungry for baby back ribs, but that was because that rainbow connection that Kermit was singing to Miss Piggy. So here's a piece of rainbow. Oh, can I get it? Can I get it? There you go, right there. So rainbow, and like you say, rainbow is one of the ones that, whoop, it is perfectly clear. So rainbow is one of the obsidians. My hand was starting to cramp up, so I got to do a little bit of moving here. So
Oh,
now I lost the color again.
yeah.
There we go, right there. So it starts with the blue, then it's going to the purple, and you can get some real tight patterns on this stuff too. And it's slippery. Now here is a piece I did a real high dome, just to, just goofing around to see what I could do. And all it did was kind of gave me like that cat eye kind of look. So did that pay off? I don't know. What do you think? Did that pay off or not? And then of course this was, whoop, I smacked around. This was some stuff. I got this for a present from Brendan. This is opalina. And opalina is a opalized chrysocolla. So that's opalina. So she had got me this stuff, and I had, some rocks of it, and I had tried to cut it, and it just crumbled. So finally last summer I was able to stabilize it, and then once I stabilized it, I was able to cut and polish it. So beautiful stuff. But now it's just a little bit left, so I don't know. So this, again, this is chrysocolla, and this chrysocolla is from Namibia, not Nambia, Namibia. So this chrysocolla is from Namibia, and this is the same thing. I just got this in the late fall, so there was just a couple pieces that were hard enough to cut. The rest is like that opalina, where I'm gonna have to do some heavy stabilizing on it. So I was able to cut just a couple pieces and face polish another piece just to kind of get a good look at it. But oh yeah,
That looks like something
what a beauty.
with a river through it.
Yes, like a map, like a globe where you have a river.
And all the
like
little
Amazon,
encampments.
all
the little encampments with a river.
Amazon. And then of course the lapis, and I always call this the Taliban lapis because and lapis again comes from a few different places. You can get it from Russia, but the stuff you get from Afghanistan, that's that Afghanistan stuff is really, really nice. And it comes in actually like layers where you'll get like a dark layer and then a lighter layer. And the lighter layer is actually hematite too. So you get a lot of hematite mixed in there.
Seems like there's a lot of fuzz on this stuff.
There's a lot of dirt everywhere. So again, beautiful looking lapis. And then here was a piece that had the hematite. You can see it. I just did a piece just to kind of show what the hematite looks like in it. And then this piece, polish it a little bit. You would think
how are
is
you going to keep
lapis,
track of what you did in a year?
but this is sodalite. So a different color. How do you keep track of what do you do in a year?
So you're going to put it in a different container? A different
Why is it that hard to think that I can remember what I did in a year?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not that hard for me to do in a year. To think of what I can do in a year or remember what I did in a year.
Yeah.
Especially when I remember when I got the stuff. So this is some more chrysocolla, of course. I love my chrysocollas. So chrysocollas can come in some different patterns or different colors. Some of it's like water wine. The water wine will have like red veins and blue veins.
Like spider web?
This is spider web. So the water wine will be just kind of like this, but it'll have, with the blue veins running through, it'll have red veins. And it'll come in either like this, where it's in quartz, if you can see the white in there, where it's quartz. Otherwise, I don't know if I have some stuff. It'll come in just a regular rock, kind of like how this piece. And you can definitely tell when you're cutting this stuff how much softer this stuff is as compared to the stuff that's in the quartzy stuff. So, and then, of course, when you're talking chrysocolla, you get this Sonora Desert or Sonora Sunrise Chrysocolla, and Sonora Sunrise. It's usually blue, black, and red. And the pieces that everybody wants is the one there you're showing all three colors. And of course, this has all three colors, but they're really looking for like a blue to a black band to a red band. So, but yeah, that's Sonora Sunrise. Very pretty. I got a really good deal on that too. So then we go to Rainforest Jasper, and Rainforest Jasper will come in again, numerous colors and patterns, and everybody's calling Rainforest Jasper. But really, really pretty stuff. And where you get it from will mean the difference of what it looks like. So it can come from a few different places and give you a few different looks, but it's all rainforest jaspers. At least that's what they're calling these, rainforest jaspers.
To me, it looks like different types of molds.
This one looks like a.
All right, so is Sonora Sunrise and Sunset the same material?
Yeah, probably. It's just that one they picked early in the morning and the other one they picked in the evening.
What?
So the one they picked in the morning was Sonora Sunrise.
All right,
and
that's
the
a
stuff
tall
they
tale.
picked in the evening was Sonora Sunset. So this is pink rainforest jasper, and it's not pink, it's lavender.
It does look like different types of molds.
Molds?
Yeah, I think it's like mold.
No.
And I'm not the only one. Kim said she said the same thing to Matt. Hey, that
Okay,
looks like
midday, right, Kim? What would it be in the midday? It would be high rise Sonora high rise Chrysocolla. Oh, I'm confused, and that's easily done. But yes, this pink, which isn't pink, it's purple, rainforest jasper. Again, kind of really pretty. If you like the in a lot of girls, not saying being whatever, but like their purples.
yes, because purple's for winners.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm just saying, Hey, so how come we haven't seen Lori here? Was Lori here?
No, I didn't see her. She must be forgot or something.
Okay, and then for miscellaneous Wisconsin rocks, this was Brenda's. Brenda did this one for the Discord, and this is a piece of schist. And the topic this week or this month was driveway rocks. So she went out in the yard,
yeah,
and picked this piece of schist, just for the schist of it, and polished it. And I was surprised. It actually came out pretty freaking cool. High noon snoring. Yeah, I like that, Cheryl. Snoring with a cue on the snoring. Now this is a piece, and if you can see right in there, it's easier to see on the back. This is a piece of chain coral, and if people are familiar with chain coral, we have a lot of chain coral around here, but it's usually just white, or that grayish white color. To get a piece of chain coral that actually has color in it is pretty unique, that I'm aware. Maybe not of other people, I don't know. But if you look at the back again, you can see the chain coral. But this is chain coral, but really, really pretty. Very unique, very unique. And of course, local to our area. And these are local to our area's stones. We have
the stuff you're showing now is?
Yes. That first, the schist, the chain coral. This is a banded ironstone. Although this one has just a big band of iron on top. And then the red jasper that's in there, and then all the little pieces of ironstone you can see mixed in there. And I've got some amazing chunks of this banded ironstone. I get this from Cherry up at. She's now her videos are up north, but it used to be Up North Adventures, but now she's just known as Up North. She gets some beautiful banded iron and she polishes or tumbles it. Just amazing looking stuff. And this is a porphyry. And again, we get a lot of porphyries in the area, but this one I found with this red, with the little red flecks, and that's not dyed. That's how they were, red. I thought it was very interesting. Kind of almost looks like a
Mosquitoes.
like a Chinese writing stone or something, but yeah, very very unique. Porphyry, porphyries. Okay, now some more ironstones we get. I can't get them out. I get this stuff that's kind of like green.
And this is still stuff from around here?
Yeah, this is ironstone.
From Wisconsin.
This is from Wisconsin. So this is another ironstone. You can see that crack that runs through the middle there. You know, it even has filled in with more iron. Strange. So this is a greener stuff. So this is coming more from where they're getting the coppers from. That's what's giving it that kind of that green hue. And
Audie wants to know if dolomite is from here.
Yeah, we have Kona dolomite in the Upper Peninsula, and Kona dolomite is kind of like a pink. I don't think I have any polished. I think I gave that all away too. But yes, Kona dolomite. You get some dolomite out by. I polished. Somebody had brought me some rocks from Devil's Tower, and in it was some not Kona, maybe dolomite, but the pink dolomite. So I cut a bunch of it up and polished it and gave it back to him. But around my area, like exactly where we live, this is the ironstone that I get. So it's not banded with any kind of jasper. It's just banded with iron. So, and if you watch my videos, I've picked this huge pieces of it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you get this other stuff that's mixed in with kind of like a breccia. And in the quartz and the red jasper, you get the hematite mixed in. So that's really looking an Olive Garden. So,
they're talking about Olive Garden food. Yeah,
food. I'm hungry too. So yeah, this stuff is really nice too. And then another one of my original entries for the Discord was live edge. So I did a piece of ironstone, and you can see the iron in this. And this actually had a live edge. So it was actually a crystal pocket inside this ironstone. And then I just polished the cab with the live edge. And then, of course, the good old stuck. Wisconsin moonstone. This Wisconsin moonstone's found right here in Wausau, Wisconsin. And they
hi, Tom.
Hey, Josh. Hey, we're talking about you earlier, Josh. Are your ears ringing? I said I watched one of your videos of you when you went to the gem field, and that's what turned me onto the gem field. And that's when I went to the gem field, was because of Josh and his video when he went to the gem field. So yeah, and then Cheryl was gonna come over from Minnesota and go to this dig at the Moonstone place, and then her sister didn't pan out or something. So she was afraid to come here by herself because because we're creepy Wisconsin people. And so just me and Brenda went, and yeah, and she missed out because, man, did we score the Moonstone on that trip? And this is the Moonstone. This stuff is killer. And we found some really nice pieces of the Moonstone. And of course, I'm after a specific kind. I'm not, this can come in like a bright blue flash, but I'm after this stuff, and I'll move this kind of slowly. I'm after this stuff. I'm after the crystal. Now, you see how that's translucent like that? So the reason I want the crystal rather than the blue stuff, and I'll show you if I got a piece of blue in here too, but with the crystal, you get the color play no matter which way I turn this stone.
So it's multi-directional.
You get the color play no matter how I turn this stone. You can see color, and that's unique to the crystal. But on the regular stuff, if I can find a regular piece, on like the regular stuff, it's a darker blue. If I can even get this to show here in the light. There you go. So with the darker blue, yes, it's darker blue and it's got the prettier flash, but you're only going to get that flash in one direction. So the rest of the way, you kind of don't really see it unless you have it in that one direction. Now this is like a mix, but I did a real high dome on it to try to help to get that look. So you get the dark, and this has actually got a half clear. So yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Cheryl said she didn't get to go because it was already booked up.
Oh, so that's what we're looking for when we're out there doing the Moonstone, is we're looking for these clear or translucent quartzy pieces, because that, although it's a lighter blue flash, it's more of a bolder flash.
And this is feldspar, right? So yes. You have to stabilize this?
Yes, this stuff is a lot of work. So if anybody is interested in working with the Moonstone, it's a bear. I mean, this stuff has to be stabilized twice that I do to get these stuff to be how they are. And
she's saying that like gravel. Wisconsin doesn't have serial killers. I haven't seen anybody out there with a box of cereal.
And it's funny because I had picked up this hitchhiker this one time, and as we're driving along, he looks to me, he goes, what would you say if I told you I was a serial killer? And I looked at him and I said, what are the odds of two serial killers being in the same car at the same time?
Right.
So no, we just got Sasquatches. So now we're going to go to another Wisconsin oddity, is the copper. And of course, copper, at least the Upper, you have copper. Now you're looking at this and going, this doesn't look like regular copper. And it's not. These pieces come from, now when they were doing the smelting, they made these the tiles inside these smelters were made with this copper, these copper plates, and that's what this is from. These are from copper plates. And they sell these copper plates. You can get them online.
Cheryl said she's claiming these.
They're like thousands of dollars for these copper plates. So I guess they're pretty rare. And I got a bunch of them. Lucky me, right? But the native copper will look like that. So you can see the copper in there. If I can get it just right. So that's the copper in the matrix. There you can see a little bit better too. So that's some copper matrix.
So if you're not from Wisconsin, we have copper mines.
Yes,
they used to mine
lots of copper in the area.
Yes.
This is a big pendant too, if you can see by the hole. And of course, this is all copper. You can see the copper, and it's pretty hefty for. I mean, it's actually kind of a big piece, but yeah, that's a copper. And then this last one was the copper tiles with the white. This is a copper tile with kind of like the black stone in it. And again, this is mainly all copper. This is getting really tarnished over too. And this was actually a piece of, I made a big dagger with this, and I was doing a video.
And he dropped it.
And I dropped it.
Of course.
Of course. So yeah, big chunk of copper. And then of course I have some taters, and if people watch my videos, the tater is a local stone too, and it can be agatized. Is it going to focus? It can have crystal vogs in it. It can have agate pockets in it. Little crystal, crystal horseshoe.
And these are still all local rocks.
So yes, these are taters.
Yes, tater salad.
Yeah, tater salad. So this is a tater. This is a local rock, and the reason I call them taters is because we get them out of the potato fields and the corn fields, and hence my name, Wisconsin Rock Stalker. The stalker part isn't mean I'm like a creepy stalker dude, which I am, but I'm just saying we hunt cornfields, and if people know corn, it's called stalker, meaning we go hunt in cornfields. And that's a tip I'll give to people is if you're in areas that have farm fields, the corn, when the corn goes tall, weeds don't grow in between the rows, and then you can hunt in these tall cornfields, and you can walk in between the rows, and creepy Jerry, and that's where I get these taters, and some of them are pretty unique. And of course, I cab some of them, but a lot of them I just sliced and face polished. So, but a couple of them I cab up every once in a while. But yeah, kind of unique. Now I've got a bunch. I'm not gonna take all these out, but they come in, again, varieties of colors and patterns, more than you probably want to look at. So yeah, those are the taters.
Jerry of the corn.
Tater. Whoa, yeah.
Whoa.
What was that?
Children of the corn.
They want you, Malachi. They want you. And just saying that, you know, it is what it is. I don't even keep my small, because you know a lot of times people want like rings and stuff. So inside
he does walk the rows.
Inside of these are all little teeny tiny.
Josh is saying them fields have been sprayed so many times with poison. You may never have children.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that cancer stuff and sue Monsanto too. One of these days, I'm gonna sue Monsanto for Parkinson's or whatever they gave me. And of course, these are all moonstones, and they're inside these. Now this is getting into Brenda's show stuff. Oh, that's a good moonstone there. And she put extremely high prices on them because the people that sell these moonstone things
around this area
want like an arm and a leg, and I'm thinking like, well, put a super high price on them. If they're freaking gonna buy something for that kind of crazy price, let them freaking buy them. I don't care. More moonstone. So this is all moonstone cabs, and I got that's the bottom. I've got so much moonstone. I think every Cheryl left. Oh, and then I gave moonstone away to everybody at the Spencer, the party afterwards. I gave moonstone to everybody, so everybody's got this. I gave some to Kim and Matt too. I believe a few pieces. This is what it could look like, right? So yeah, that's the Moonies. The Moonies. Let me set that down. Without making everybody sick or making everybody sick. Now, now we go into here. Now this is some specialty stuff I do, and I had sent some of these to Josh, but I make fishing baits, and this is a piece of oh, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. I'm hooked. Oh, I'm hooked. And I sent some of these to Josh, and I've sent some of these to Mr. Rick. This is Garbo. I always call this Greta Garbo. This has got some cool looking chatoyancy too. Yeah, these are my fishing lures. There's a piece of green moss. And of course the ones that I've given away, I bent over the hook or dulled the hook and pinched the barb, and you can actually wear these as like a necklace if you don't want to. Because here's like one that's a Petoskey stone. Oh, this is just actually a necklace Petoskey stone. Oh yeah, $10 for a Petoskey necklace stone. So yeah, so these are all. This is Maligano. These are fishing lures. Maligano.
There's so many things you can do with rocks. It's crazy.
Another Maligano. And I got a. Oh hey, look at. Oh no, this is some Sonora dendritic jasper. Yeah, these are just little pendants. Friends get everything all mixed up. Here's another Petoskey stone.
Well, because that's how I
know.
set it up for the show.
Here's another Petoskey stone.
I need it a certain way.
Geez, that was drop that one. Another Petoskey. Here's a another Sonora fishing lure. You're gonna have a mess to clean up. There's another Sonora.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sorry for moving stuff around. Ouch, I'm snagged. This is some kind of agate jaspery one. This is this is jade right here. Just like a little jade pendant. That's real jade too. That's a Wyoming jade. Little Wyoming jade. Here's another dendritic one. Oh, here's another piece of Wyoming jade. A little pendant. Of course, that's a sticker on the backside. So yeah, that was some fishing lures. And then, oh, lordy.
So if you weren't here at the beginning, we did an estate sale way up north, and they had like selling buckets of $25 worth of stuff. They had all this findings. So we just gathered all this stuff with the findings, and Jerry added rocks to all the findings.
Yes, that's a piece of Chrysicola. That's a pretty one. This is a
Cheryl
bolo.
messaged me.
Bola. Here's a little green jasper. I mean, a green moss agate. This is another bolo. Green moss arrowhead. And then, let me see. So the old brooch, remember the old brooches? I know it's going to be kind of hard to see through the.
Plastic because you didn't open anything
Yeah,
up.
I know.
And then
So
everything
this is a piece. What?
it's named on the other side of that tag of
So
exactly
she
what
only
it
wants
is.
$15 for that big, huge brooch. And that's a whomper too. This was, I know what it is. Oh yeah, Serape. That's, can't remember the name. Serape Jasper. Big brooch. Big brooch. Here's a little leopard skin. Little pendant.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey Jeff.
Just to tell
15.
you, we're in the living room, and Jerry's doing a year in review of stuff he's made.
This is that labradorite? Yeah, that's a labradorite too. I think that might have been one of the big green ones. Hard to tell. Some of this stuff I can't even see through the plastic. Oh, here was a there was a cross.
You're going so quick.
That's pink opal from Peru. That's a nice cross pendant. I can move it. Nice pink cross pendant. There's another, is that a brooch? I can't tell. Yeah, that's another big brooch.
Thanks for stopping, Brian.
Oh, you're out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah, see you later, Brian. Thanks for checking in. Here's a piece of, I think that's rhodonite. Oh, rhodochrosite. Yes. Whoop. Little pendants. Oh, this is another thing I made on the Discord. It was like take some old jewelry and redo it. So this was an old, it's got a coin or half a coin or kind of a coin thing in there. And I just, it was broken. I think it was like a watch face in there. I popped it out because the watch is broken and stuck that in there. So yeah, so there's little.
Did you miss?
Jaspers.
No, you didn't miss anybody. I think that's all.
This is a piece of moss agate, green moss.
So these are all the findings we got from an estate sale, and Jerry just put rocks in them all, and I take them to craft sales and sell this stuff.
Yeah, here's a piece of Montana agate, or is that petrified wood? I don't remember.
It says on the tag.
No, I'm not going to go through the tags. Here's another big something. Yeah, we should have not had these in plastic. Oh, here's a big cross.
Well, I asked you about it. You said whatever. You were winging it.
That's a piece of mahogany obsidian there. It's a big, giant cross. Giant cross. More labradorite. Oh, that one fell out. Here's a whomper labradorite. I'm starting to lose stuff out of bags now. Oh, this is another one of my jewelry submissions in the Discord. This is a Moroccan stick agate. Right?
Thank you.
Little pendant. Yeah, she's freaking German. She's
Yeah, I got
German us.
cold. I
There's
covered my
another-
mouth.
Here's a here's something unique. This is the tag's in the way. This is a agate horse. Oh, see the horse? And it's a pin. But it's an agate horse pin. And then there's stuff like a bunch of these.
I have a bird clock.
These are two-sided, so you can either wear this side or you can wear this side. I think this side's jade. Yes, this is green jade, although you're looking through a plastic bag, so it's really hard to tell. Oh, here's a whoop. Kitty cat. Meow. Meow. And that's like I think it's like some kind of green jasper or something.
Says on the other side of the day.
This says jasper. Meow. Kitty cat meow. And stuff's falling out. Little tiny little obsidian pendants.
So that's probably good. You don't need to go through anymore.
I know, I'm just kind of flipping through stuff.
Okay.
Here was a dangler. Ah,
You're not good at that.
not one-handed.
Well, you should have had that on a
Now,
stand.
here's a wire wrap, kind of on wire wrap, with a little butterfly hanging down, right? And look, she's only got $5 on that one. Oh, here's a
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You got it taped.
Here's a bracelet. Oh, crapper. This is like a whole bracelet thing with a safety chain. And that's an agua neve agate in there on this big honking bracelet thing majigger. So yeah, there's a lot of big stuff. Oh, this is a pink opal from Peru. And here's a belt buckle. To call a belt buckle.
So all those findings was from an estate sale. Jerry just put cabs in them. And that's the stuff I take to craft sales.
Oh, here's another big piece of chrysocolla. So let me turn this around. So yeah, oh boy, is that bright. Oh. Yeah, so that was the year in review, like say, looking around, looking at stuff, and the trips that we had. Like say, the big trip of the year was the Spencer Opal. I did the Spencer Opal. I did the
Cheryl.
The up in the Chalice, and I did the gem fields. So yeah, so I was able to meet a bunch of people at the Spencer Opal dig, and it was kind of cool. Phil from Dad Rocks was there. Kyle, World of Rock Hounds, was there. Allison, Prairie Girl Rocks, was there. Of course, the Mule and Julie and the Mule +2, but +2 wasn't there yet. But from AZ Rock Hound Expeditions was there. Matt and Kim from Jensen's Adventures was there. Rock Betty was there. Josh wants the butterfly.
No, Cheryl wants it first. She said first.
Oh, the one with the dyed howlite?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Because it was just about like free. It was like almost, what was it, $5 or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was a bunch of people at the Jeff from J&B Rock Hounding was there, and so yeah, I think
all these people were here.
Cheryl Soul Adventurous was there, so yeah, it was a good time meeting everybody. There was a couple other people. One of them we're not going to mention. Hey, and that being said, hey Cheryl, I just seen, and I showed it on
Hey,
Brenda.
hey. No, we'll talk about that
Well, no, it
later.
doesn't matter. It's
Yes,
just
it does.
mentioning somebody's
Yeah.
name. Nobody knows what's happening or going on. But I just seen somebody on Instagram, and it was Brenda doesn't want me to say it now. I don't know if I should say it, but
No, you
somebody,
don't.
let's just say somebody that we haven't heard from since the summer just posted a video on Instagram, and it was like, hey, and I looked and I seen it, and I'm like, hey, look at this. And it was something about new beginnings. He's starting a new beginning, something, something, and that's probably all I need to say. People should know what I'm
Hi,
talking about
Vicky.
and who I'm talking about. Hey, Vicky. So yeah,
And what are
wow,
your plans for the coming year?
very amazing that this person is now back again. Yeah, the coming year, we're gonna be doing more metalsmithing. Any big adventures? Well, the company I work for, they force you to take vacation during the winter time. So then come summertime, I don't have any vacation left. So, I don't know what I'm going to have off, when I'm going to have it. That's, I don't know if Jeff's like that either, but yeah, it's kind of crappy. And then, I can be at this company for 50 years. I'll get 3 weeks off a year. That's all they'll give you. That being said, I only work a few days a week, so my whole week is almost like having off anyhow. So I do get extra days off during the week, but you can't make a plan to do anything when you only have those couple days off every week. You still need the vacation time to actually do a trip. So am I going to do anything? I don't know. If something comes around that I see something cool, I've always wanted to go down to Ohio and look for the Flint. I definitely want to go visit Claude. Um, Tennessee, I think he's Tennessee. Claude down in Tennessee.
Hey, Mig Mick.
Hey, Meg. Uh, and look at some opal because I really like to see it firsthand. If you're going to spend some money to see it firsthand to know what you would be getting or not be getting because yeah, I got enough small stuff to last me a lifetime and a half.
So
So
Vicky's saying if you visit Claude, you have to visit them.
yes, it's yeah. You'd have to go right through old Kentucky to go down there. But again, like you say, Vicky and Jeff, that yeah, it's all depending on how
Oh,
much
Matt, that
time.
sucks.
I met. We'll go down there and we'll visit you, Vicky. But we already met Jeff, so I already met Jeff at Spencer. So we'll just meet Vicky and have Vicky take us out rock hounding, and Jeff will be in his semi delivering the goods. 20 minutes from 75, yes. West of 75, yes. So yeah, so that those are some things that we'd like to do, and of course, going out to Montana because that's close, not real close, but yeah. So only home on Sunday. Yeah, like Jeff. That's the life of the truck driver, Jeff. Yeah, isn't it crap? Uh, and
And I'll
again,
be healed up
it
coming
pays the
summer.
bills, although it's a crappy job. It does pay the bills, and that's the thing is we're gone long time. Yeah, right. Kim, the Montanas and they get the moss agates, and you have the Jaspers and Montana Rock Mom too, and Theo goes out there a lot, and I know Matt and Kim are out there a lot, and they get a bunch of cool looking stuff. Lots of crazy agates, lots of crazy Jaspers, plus the Montana agates, and then everything else. And then they go out and do the Fairburns and the bubble gums and all kinds of crazy stuff out there. So yeah, that's all stuff that we would like to do, but timing and some people have saw me in person and timing. And I always say this, and I'm sure a lot of other people say this. One of my best childhood memories is having a good back. So yeah, so my bending over, crawling on the ground days are over. Um, not a lot, not a lot of kneeling. No, no kneeling at all. No kneeling on the ground. Can't do that. Um, so yes,
Are you
so
saying you're old, Jerry?
yes, I am old. So yes, so a lot of pre-exercise is needed before I do some of this stuff. Start doing some trips and stuff like that. So, but anyhow, so we'll cut this short because I have to get up at 3:30 tomorrow morning, and the day Jeff is home is the day I'm leaving. So uh, I'll be heading out on the highways, uh, and chasing the cold, or the cold chasing me. It is actually supposed to be frigid all the way down into Florida. So, or not frigid, but like in the 30s in Florida.
We
So
actually
I
have
guess
cold
Meg,
warnings
I
out.
guess Meg works long hours too. So yes, us long hour people, yes, that's the life of paying the bills. So and by the time I get to retire,
So
I'm
the
not gonna be
next
able to
sale
do
with
anything.
Claude will be the
Yes,
25th.
Phil, and everybody remember we'll keep watch Phil's. Phil's got a
Thanks,
lot of
Jeff.
shorts. Dad Rocks. He's got a lot of shorts on Opals he's been doing. Jeff always has his shorts besides his Truck Road Chronicles. He does tumbling videos. He does regular videos. He does live videos. Jeff puts out a ton of stuff. And of course, Kim and Matt are always putting out stuff. Cheryl puts out a lot of stuff too, Soul Adventurous. And Kim and Matt are Jensen's Adventures. So the
If we forgot
yeah,
anybody,
now I'm
it's
starting
not.
to get mumble jumble. Josh puts out a lot of stuff too. So yeah, so everybody that's watching this all does. Cynthia does
Mr. Chubby
stuff.
Hubby.
Patricia does stuff. Don does Opal videos and some. He does a lot. Don does some stuff that's like the computerized stuff. He's really good with the computer stuff. So even his Opal guy image is pretty cool looking. So yes, so a lot of stuff. Yeah, Alan at Earth Elegance is doing a lot of stuff too. So Audie at Romania does stuff too, where she's out in
She
remote
just have
in
premiere.
Romania. She's doing stuff, and she does cabbing, but she does it with like hand tools. So man, that's got to be a lot of work. So and Mr. Chubby does stuff. Um, everybody's out there. Everybody's putting out stuff.
It's crazy that rocks are worldwide.
Yes, everybody's out putting out stuff. So get out there and explore.
And Vicky does wire
Oh yeah,
wrapping
and Vicky
and
does wire wrapping
crafting with
stuff.
Vicky.
So yes, all of us are putting out stuff. I haven't been putting out a lot because it's winter time now. I can't even get out in the
Oh,
shop.
Beth, you'll get there.
Because even with the shop heaters on, and if people are familiar when you're cabbing with the water, when you're working with water that's like 30, 40 degrees, man, I come in all the time and show Brenda my hands, and they're like red from how cold that
Yeah, I
water
haven't been
is.
able to walk out there
So
decent.
yes, and she hasn't been able to
and
come
I
out to the
can't
shop.
stand
So
yet.
yes, so we're planning on doing stuff.
No
As soon as
standing
it
for
starts to
me.
get warmer, and it's Wisconsin, so another 6 months it'll be warmer again. So yeah, so thanks everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, and everything. I know I'm rambling on. I'm getting the wave. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it. So yeah, thanks everybody. See you soon in a rock room near you. Live long and prospect. Get out there, find some rocks. Bye everybody. Hope you had a good time. See you soon.